Now it's time to turn up the heat. Yeah, that's right.
Wow, are you
KFC.
trying to get paid to advertise this console?
Why not? I could do it. I have the announcer voice.
I mean, yeah, you can
In
do
a
it.
world, in a world where SJW does not have a PS5, he looks for another console that he can get. And that console can also keep your chicken warm. It is the KFC console.
No. It's the KF
Or the KF
console.
console, which is with a C, but honestly, I don't care. It sounds better when I say it that way.
It does sound better because it actually tells you that it's a KFC console. Because otherwise, if you say KF console, people might actually think it doesn't have anything to do with KFC.
So here's the thing.
Wow.
Let me go through it real quick, guys. So it indeed does have a warming area for your chicken. So as we talk about in KFC, we talk about in Gamer Eats, and we talk about foods, and maybe we will do some fast food segments down the road because, we do love our fast food as well. You can warm up some of your chicken in there. But here's the thing. Can it stand up to next gen? The answer is it probably can. Here is some of the specs. It's supposed to have an Intel NUC 9 Extreme computer element, which houses an Intel i9 9980HK processor. Right there alone, you're coming out with some strength with an i9 processor, right?
They probably just need that so it puts off more heat. It's the only reason they have that big of a processor in it.
You will also be able to hot swap GPUs, which means you can upgrade your KFConsole down the road, unlike other consoles, but very like PCs. Storage is a pair of PCIe NVMe Seagate Barracuda 1TB SSDs, which is twice the storage you will find on an Xbox Series X, and nearly 3 times the storage on a PS5. It may not be as fast, but it's still very fast. The KFC console is also VR ready and supports ray tracing. Okay? All right?
This legit has better specs than the PS5 and the Series X.
It doesn't say how much RAM it has, but
I don't even care. How do you
gotta have at least 16, I hope.
I guess my question is, how does Sony and Microsoft allow this to happen? How do they release consoles that seemingly are less powerful than this console, which for all intents and purposes is a complete meme of a console? This is not meant to be a serious console, but if enough people buy it, it actually can be.
But hold on. So let's talk about the warming element for a second, because people might be wondering.
That's the most important part.
Why would you put a warming element in your console when your console gets very hot and you don't want it to overheat? Well, the geniuses over at KFC who designed this decided that the heat that is generated from your processor and GPU is actually diverted to this chamber, which apparently is closed off, so it would not affect heating up the other parts of the console. So technically, your warming plate is heated by your processor and your GPU. So it is dissipating the heat into this nice chamber.
So, I mean, it's a similar concept to so many things that people have tried in the past, which is taking what is expelled from systems, whether that be even something like, urine, and changing it into, water at some point. It's same deal. You're taking the heat expelled from a PC or something and using it to keep something warm or to create energy. And what kills me though is, and if you guys are watching the YouTube video just a little bit earlier when Roughhouse was talking about this, I put up the picture of the system so you guys can check out the YouTube video for the picture.
Or a link in
the description. Yeah. So but this article on Forbes, and I don't know if this is just because whoever wrote this article on Forbes is like 60 years old and just has a stick up their ass. I do not recommend using, this is a quote from Forbes, I do not recommend using this chamber for chicken, however, or for any other edible goods, especially ones with crumbly breading. It's a ... novel concept, but probably not very sanitary. This can't be a good idea for the computer itself, and I'm not sure you should eat chicken that is kept warm inside a custom PC. Besides, KFC isn't exactly the kind of food you should eat while playing games. Finger looking good, maybe, but way too messy. At the very least, wash your hands before grabbing a gamepad or mouse or key. All right, listen. Man, you just sucked that paragraph. You just sucked all the fun out of this entire system. Like, dude, yeah, no shit. But, like, if you're buying this system, you're not concerned with eating sanitary chicken. If you're buying KFC chicken, I don't think you're concerned about eating sanitary chicken. Like, you're going to get fast food. Nobody's concerned too much, anyways, with how sanitary the everything is, right? They know what they're getting. I don't know what the point of that paragraph is.
Listen, I'm going to say right now, KFC, if you listen to our podcast, which you probably don't, but if you did, and we are actually going to, let's do it. Let's send this to them on Twitter. Let's cut this piece out and send it to them on Twitter. We will love to review your KFC console on Game Wild, and we would do it live.
Oh my God.
We would do a live stream of this console, and we would even go to KFC and buy some chicken and put it in the warmer as we play.
That's the most important part of reviewing the console.
Play games on it. We will do it. We will do a live stream, and we will play on this console if you guys are willing to let us try one. So,
right. So there
you go.
Here's something I want to throw in.
Technically, we would need two, so you could try one too. But if we're not greedy, we'll get one and we'll play together.
But you know what this is though? Like if you think of gamers, all right, so here's the thing. Yeah. There are two if not three segments now. There's three segments now that you want to appeal to in gaming. And there never used to be that many segments. There might even be four. And I'll tell you what I mean. So essentially you have the child. So you have the children, right? So games like Jesus, what was the game that you played? It was the first PS5 game.
Oh yeah. The I don't even remember.
The vegetables and stuff.
Something World or something. Yeah.
No, what was it? It was Bug Snacks. So
Bug Snacks. I thought you were talking about the other one, but yeah.
No, Bug Snacks. So like,
nah, man, that's not a kid's game.
I know.
Dark.
Yeah, I know.
Dark real quick.
Yeah, but then again, aren't kids' cartoons dark when you watch them as an adult too? So I'm just,
No, you just pick up on social cues of things that like people are putting in for adults that kids don't get.
So all right. So anyways, you got.
They don't get dark like people getting devoured by a freaking parasite.
All right.
Okay.
So you have
at the end of the game. Listen, spoiler alert, because I beat it. At the end of the game, you have to get off the island, and you have to defend all of the people that you've met in the island. And if you don't, they get devoured by Bug Snacks. And on top of it, there are relationships between multiple ones. So if one survives and the other doesn't, you get to basically see their heartbreak in front of you as well as their lover/friend is consumed by a parasite of a hamburger or some type of weird fry food or something. So
that was a meme game. And actually, fun fact, Game Informer gave it a 7.5. So
I'm not saying it wasn't fun. Terrible, I'm just saying it's not a kid's game.
No, I agree. But anyways, all right. So maybe bad example, but kid games.
Mario.
Right? Yeah, Mario. There we go, Mario. Which actually, but that kind of covers two segments. But anyways, children's games. No. Then you have the core.
You started off.
Then you have like teenagers and early college, and that's like the
Halo.
Well, yeah, that's getting more into esports and like the core gaming group, right?
Oh.
Then now here's where I'm up in the air as whether there's like a third and fourth segment. So the third segment would be like our generation, which is people that grew up as video games became a huge worldwide thing and are just gamers at heart. That just love playing video games. And that's probably anybody from like 28 or 26 to 40, right? And then you have the very older generation. Like even my grandpa plays video games and he's almost 80 years old. You could consider that maybe a separate segment. So maybe like 4 segments. Now, the reason I mention that is this specific console, right? PS5 and Xbox Series X to me are made to appeal to those middle two and possibly even that fourth segment. Everybody, for the most part. Anybody who can afford to buy the console, right? Obviously children can't. The KFConsole is literally targeted at just that second core gamer group. The people that are teenagers living with their parents still, that just want that ultimate, I can sit in my chair and not move and grab some chicken out of my console, and I have my mini fridge with my Mountain Dew. And college, this is dorm room. Yes, please. This is like the perfect dorm room console. So I think their game plan here is perfect. I think they're targeting the new generation of gamers with this, and it's genius. And two other things. The logo, did you see the logo, Joe, for it? So clean. So clean.
Yeah.
Such a great logo. And the best part, if you guys aren't sold on this system, just to eat chicken out of it, the best part is on their Twitter account, KFC Gaming, which, yes, that is now a thing. KFC Gaming is officially a thing. Their catchphrase for this console is probably the best catchphrase of any console, and it is finger clicking good. That is
really, because if you watch the KFC Gaming console war, Power Your Hunger is also.
Yeah, I mean, Power Your Hunger is. It looks like that's another hashtag they're using, but no, finger clicking good. Like, come on, man. That is some genius. That is a very simple thing to think of, but it is freaking genius. The most genius things are the simplest things, and finger clicking good hits me right in the feels, man.
Right.
So I'm buying this. Is what I'm getting at.
Well, listen. I think we need to push for them to let us try one, and we can review it live and put it out there.
Oh yeah.
So,
That would
let's
be amazing.
do it. Let's go KFC. Help out the little guys. Help out the little guys, my friend.
Yeah, by giving me diabetes.
I've bought chicken from you for so long. I am 38 years old, and I have probably been eating your chicken for at least 30 years. Mm-hmm. Probably. I would probably say that's safe to say.
Yeah.
8 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Chicken Littles.
Since I was like 4.
Chicken Littles. The original Chicken Littles, not the ones you guys have now.
Ooh.
Those were the best. Mm-hmm. Those Chicken Littles, like the little sandwich Chicken Little. Mm-hmm. Like, those not this new one with their tenders.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are good.
And then you have Hot Wings. Not the Hot Wings you guys are doing now, but the original Hot Wings that had the spices in them.
You're aging yourself.
Those are the two. Those are the two OG KFC items that are not really on the menu anymore. In a lot of places,
it's like
that
Taco
should come
Bell
back.
Getting rid of a bunch of shit too, man. Breaks my heart.
Well, they're together as a team. Taco Bell, KFC.
Yeah.
Like if you're ever in Rhode Island, there is a Taco Bell KFC hybrid in Smithfield, Rhode Island you can get Taco Bell and KFC. So you can get the best of both
Taco
worlds.
Bell, KFC, and Pizza Hut are owned by Yum brands. So for those of you who might not
KFC, hook a brother up. Let's do it. Let's get the console, and we will promote it. We will push it. We will basically have our first sponsorship, because KFC sending us that. This will be sponsored by KFC, and we will throw down.
And hey, we just started doing a Gamer Eats segment, so it goes perfectly, man.
Yep.
Food and games.
Exactly, and we will put some chicken strips, some whatever you want in that KFC console and test it out. See if it stays warm. We will do it all.